If you haven't already installed the TK8 panel, I'll walk you through the installation in this video. With the UXP plugin panel format, Adobe introduced a new installation method, so for previous panel users, it'll look a little different than it has in the past, but fortunately, it's even easier. The first thing to do is extract the contents of the TK8 download folder. You can't successfully run the installation from inside the zip folder, so you have to extract everything. On Mac computers, the zip folder should automatically extract the contents when you click on it or when you open it with Finder. On Windows computers like mine, you need to right-click on the zip folder and then select Extract All. Choose a destination to extract the contents to, and I'm just going to do it here on my desktop. And you can check Show Extracted Files if you want the contents to open automatically. Inside the download folder, you'll find a folder with video tutorials to help you get started. And if you're watching this installation video as part of the TK8 video guide course, you'll see that this same video is also one of the ones included in this folder. There's also a folder containing the written instruction manual for TK8 as well as some other documentation. Definitely keep track of all those for future reference. The written instructions are basically the notes for the TK8 video guide. This PDF has written instructions for how to install TK8, and those instructions closely follow the steps that we're covering in this video. Also keep track of this document for future use. It has additional information in it about uninstalling the panel and also for troubleshooting many of the common issues that you might run into. These three files are the installers for the three TK8 modules. Each one installs a different module, and these installer files work on both Mac and Windows computers. You can install just the ones you want, but I would recommend installing all three so you have them all if you want them. At this point, Photoshop can either be open or closed. If Photoshop is open, and on a Mac, if it's the active application, then the TK8 modules will automatically open in the upper left corner of the Photoshop workspace. If Photoshop is not open, or if on a Mac it's not the active application, it's no problem. You'll just have to open the modules manually from the Plugins menu. To install each of the modules, just double-click on its installer file. When you do, the Creative Cloud desktop app should open, and if it doesn't, go to the troubleshooting section in the installation PDF. In this window, click Install Locally, and in this window, click OK. This green message in the Creative Cloud app indicates that the installation was successful. And my module opened out here on my desktop, but I'll pull it in here so you can see it in the Photoshop workspace. And let me do a little organizing on my desktop so that we can see everything. And I'll bring this window up here so that we can see the installer files. Okay. Now that I've got TK8 Combo installed, I'll double-click TK8 CX to install that module. And again, install locally and click OK. And there's the green message telling us that it installed successfully. And finally, I'll double-click on TK8 Multimask and get that one installed as well. I'll pull in the other modules from out here on my desktop so that they're all in the Photoshop workspace. If the TK8 modules didn't open for you, you can open them manually by going to the Plugins menu and then selecting each one from the Plugins menu. If you'd like to set a different language than English, you can click on the TK logo in each module and choose the one you want. The TK8 modules are now managed and updated from your Creative Cloud app. If you ever need to uninstall the modules, you would open your Creative Cloud app, go to the Marketplace tab, and go to Manage Plugins. And then for each of the modules, you'd click the three dots and select Uninstall. Okay, if all has gone well, you should have your TK8 modules open in the Photoshop workspace like this. And if not, remember to refer to the troubleshooting section of the TK8 installation document. And if that doesn't provide the answer, you can reach out to Tony or myself for some tech support through our websites. In the event that you do need to contact us for help, make sure to contact the person who you purchased TK8 from. Tony and I both sell the panel, but we have separate systems, and for your privacy, we don't share customer information. Therefore, only the person you purchased from is able to look up your records and access your downloads. Okay, now that the panel has been installed, let's get on with setting it up. In the next couple of tutorials, I'll cover some important Photoshop color settings and help you set up a custom TK8 workspace, as well as give you a comparison of what is new and different from TK7 to TK8. And if you're watching this video as part of the full TK8 video guide course, as you know, there are 30 more chapters after that with instructions and demonstrations covering every aspect of TK8.